How's it going, guys? It's Tuesday today, which means we got some early previews from the official website for episode 31, Against the Judgment of Bleach TYBW Cour 3. Surprisingly, there's not much leaks, rumors, spoilers with this episode, but we can kind of guess the synopsis and like story and what's going to follow. I think this episode is going to be the most manga focused. What I mean by that is there's not going to be much exclusive new anime only scenes. I think this episode is going to be strictly this manga, follow the manga material, and that's it. I'd like to be proven wrong because every episode to now there's been 4 episodes, which is crazy. How's it been 4 episodes already? That's crazy. This Cour is going very fast. Before we know it, it's going to be the end of season 3. But like I said, every episode has been like at least half of the episode, maybe a bit less. It's been this new material, obviously supervised by TYBW, so it is canon. But this one is going to be mainly manga, and it's going to be very Aizen heavy. This episode is basically this Aizen galore. So for me, I'm going to love it. It's going to be amazing. And I'm sure this is going to be, if spoilers by the way, if you don't want to not hear this, but I'm sure Grimmjow is going to be make a reappearance in this. I mean, he was shown in opening, like literally his full face and everything, so it's not like a shock anymore. This is going to be very Aizen. I'm guessing like 9% Aizen, and Grimmjow may appear at the end or just one little scene. Animated stuff is not all that. It's not very action heavy, so people do not go into this thinking there's going to be a lot of fights and a lot of action. I think it's going to be again mainly Aizen, what's going on down below the Soul Palace, see what's happening in Serite. First, let's have a look at the synopsis. So yuha absorbed the Soul King. A torrent of power overflowed from his body, turning it into a muddy, pitch-black current that attacked the Soul Society. The torrent covered the soul-blocking membrane and filled the earth. They were a swarm of giant humanoid eyeball-like beings that bared their fangs at the Shinigami, the enemies of the Quincy. The members of the Gold Tier 13 fought back, but were gradually engulfed by the endless, overwhelming power. Appearing before the desperate Shinigami was Aizen Sasuke Aizen, former captain of Division 5 and a criminal who had committed high treason by leading the Arancars against the Shinigami. What was Kuraku's goal in taking Aizen out of prison? Yeah, synopsis really gives you a big tease of what's to come. Like the big eyeball-like beings, that's probably the almighty yuha, and then when his character design just becomes eyeball everywhere. I'm not sure how I feel about the character design in the manga. Maybe in the anime look better. Let's hope that's the case. It's funny you mentioned the eyeball. So this scene in the trailer, this is the only scene we haven't seen yet, basically. So this right here, when the Shinigamis are fighting, scrapping, the lieutenants, basically. Even this Kuraku shot right here, when he gets shocked. So this scene right here, I'm sure that's going to be this episode, episode 31, this coming weekend. From what I remember, this is when Aizen does a Ryatsu burst, I think. And I think he's telling everyone to move away. I'm sure it's something like that. Basically, Kuraku's scared of Aizen going a bit too extreme and not holding back anything. So this moment, so even though I did say there's not gonna be action, I think this is the most action we're gonna get though, which is the lieutenants are trying to fight off, defend themselves against this black goo thing, which is the eyeballs thing that yuha summons from up above in the Soul Palace that goes down into the Serite. The animation was good here though, like it isn't anything amazing, but at least there's like movement. At least there's some fights in this episode, not just all dialogue. See this Renji scene as well looks like the same shot, so we can see Renji do more. So this right here, Renji's powering up, and he has his Bonkai out as well. You see his spiritual pressure, his Reishi going crazy. So I believe we will get these shots in episode 31 this weekend. And it's funny because they're appearing before the desperate Shinigami because they're struggling against this black goo, the black eyeballs. But appearing before them is Aizen Sasuke. So Aizen come in with a clutch and help the Shinigami. I wonder the expression, their reactions to Aizen is gonna be funny. And I know I've seen it in the manga, but in anime is gonna be even more funny with the voice acting and the character acting. Oh, that was synopsis. Now we're gonna go for the early previews and look at these shots. I'll go for the animation stuff. It's not all crazy when it comes to Sakuga fight scenes. It's not a fight heavy episode, but they do have a lot of good animators made for art style and character designs. And look at Aizen. This is amazing. Nobody can say that one shot before Aizen looks ugly. He has a big ass nose. I was explaining to people as well, like it only looks weird. Aizen looks weird in that particular scene because of the lighting. It's a dark environment in Muken with like purple highlights, and that's it. There's not much you can go about. If you actually edit those frames and increase exposure and make it lighter, he actually looks fine. It's just a shadow that makes it look weird. Here, perfect. And look, purple. Aizen is purple. His Ryatsu is purple. He owns the color purple, and that's I'm glad they're keeping that color palette for him. The lighting is amazing. The art style is perfect, his hair is right, he should be a bit bushier, he's looking like Solid Snake. I always said this from day one in the manga. He looks like Solid Snake, but like Liquid Snake's personality. If you know, you know, MGS reference right there. But I'm not saying that's a bad thing, I think that's sick. The eye patch is such a sick design choice. I think that's the eye being sealed by one of the keys, if I'm not mistaken. We also see one of the best characters in this shot. One of the most important and substantial to Aizen character, and that is Chair. Chair Sama's made appearance here. I know they showed the chair with Kiraku revealing it in episode 29, but we're gonna see more Chair in this episode. And it looks like the chair is 3D, it looks a bit CGI'd, which I don't mind because it's a chair at the end of the day, so it doesn't matter to me. It is Aizen's throne, and the only one that can withstand his Ryatsu, his burst of Ryatsu. We gotta remember, this Ryatsu is so broken, if you touch it, it would literally wreck you up. Look at the one innocent civilian last episode, or the episode before, when he tries to touch Aizen. He got his finger chopped off. But the chair is able to withstand that pressure somehow. Seeing more Chair Sam is always a good thing. Then we got Kiraku, again, art style is phenomenal. Perfect, good lighting. There's a bit of a blue turquoise hue going on. I wonder where this is. I don't know if this is just exiting Muken, but it looks incredible, the art style. Then we got Urahara, he's looking shocked. I believe this is his reaction to Aizen summoning his Ryatsu, his burst of Reishi going up. Either that or something related to Aizen that he did. I think that's the case. It could be the black goo. I can't remember, I can't really recall it. I can find out right now, but I don't want to get too spoiled. I want to keep some shock for the episode reaction. But Urahara looks clean, again, good art style. Then we got this. This is surprisingly one of the most shocking previews of release because of Nanana. Nanana was believed to be dead because of the special art that Kubo made. Basically his death gallery, knowing when a character dies or seemingly dies, Kubo reveals like a crazy drippy art, like new art never done before, to celebrate that episode and celebrate that character's death in a way. So we got an art piece for Nanana, but he's still alive and kicking right here, so that's a bit weird. We all believe him to be dead. In addition to this scene, a lot of people don't like it because it looks like it's a hint to what he does to Aizen. Basically Aizen gets humbled a bit. I forgot what it was. I literally forgot what it was. I don't know if he puts him to sleep or something, or he can withstand his burst of pressure. I can't make out what it is. Again, I can find out in the manga, but I don't want to get spoiled. I will wait again. But I'm fine with it. And the manga wasn't too bad. People say, oh, Aizen got nerfed, or he got shown, he got humbled. You gotta remember, Aizen's a bit handicapped here. He's still got restrictions on. Plus, Nanana's ability is quite broken and kind of just work in this case. And it's not like he one-shots him. If Nanana hurts Aizen, damages him, makes him bleed, or overwhelms Aizen, fair enough, but he doesn't do much to Aizen. Aizen, whatever. If I believe what's correct, I'm sure he gets murked by Aizen soon after this moment anyways. So not like it matters. But it's cool, we see a little Toto, we see Giselle. It's crazy to see Giselle. Oh, we can see Bambia, zombie Bambia. We see Bazby, which is cool. All of them looks good. They all look very well drawn out. Like, car designing in this episode is going to be very consistent. Environment looks very good as well. And this is the last preview image of Miyuri, and he got the gold getup going on. Guy's pressing that button like he's Yoshikage Kira. Again, I can't even recall what this button even does. I guess we just have to wait and see. But at least we know Miyu makes an appearance in this episode. No, Miyuri is going to be some sort of invention that he made against a black goo or something. Also to note with Nanana, what's a bit confusing, he did get attacked by also wailing. A lot was bleed, he was dead, so it's a bit weird he's still living. But Kubo just confirmed recently that the younger the Sternritter or the youthful Sternritters and the stronger they are, the more chance of them living and surviving the Osweilen. That's why Bazby and Little Toto survived. But look at this shot right here. If I'm not wrong, that is Nanana. He looked like he got eviscerated. How did he live? This is quite interesting. So some people overreact with the Aizen frame in episode 29, but the Aizen frame in this episode is also drawn by the same animator as episode 29, and it looks majestic. That is very true. He looks very good in that early previews. So you're telling me this person, the person that animated this, is the exact same person that animated Aizen's reveal or his face, his design in episode 29? And if that's the case, then there we go. It's not he's being ugly or he looks bad. It's just a shadow difference. It's just the lighting, the shadow, the environment, the Muken made him ugly basically, not the animators. So let's go through the stuff. So episode 31, script Masaki Hiramatsu. We see that name many times, so that's a good sign. Someone's experience. Storyboard Takumi Ichikawa. I'm sure I've seen that name as well quite a few times. Director Takumi Ichikawa. Animation directors Rina Suzuki, Hiroshi Natsuki, Chief Animation Director Michio Hasegawa. I don't know much about some of these animators, but Michio Hasegawa, if I'm not wrong, he's very good for art style and character designing. Like you can tell by here, like these previews, it must be by him or he must be involved in some way. Michio Hasegawa also done these episodes for Bleach. So from Cour 1, he's done episode 2, 5, 9 and 12. He was also the chief animation director of episode 27, 29 and 31 of this season. Well, 31's not out, but 29 and 27, and they look very good. So he helped with this episode 5 of the first season, and I remember this episode was very well put together, very consistent. Animation was on point, art style was perfect. We got some good motion and movement as well, so I have faith with Michio Hasegawa. Especially to make Aizen look very pretty, bro, he's gonna do his thing, man. I think Aizen's going to look the most majestic he's ever done in anime in the upcoming episode. I still believe this episode presented Aizen the best. He looks so good here. Yamashi is amazing when it comes to character acting. How the lip moves and the character acting is just like A1. It's freaking top tier. His style is very reminiscent of the 2004 anime. Rina Suzuki is also going to help, and she is the animation director, or part of the animation directors. She mainly helped with Everything But the Rain June Truth, which is episode 12 of the first season. And that was a perfectly paced episode. I remember watching it, I was like, there's nothing I can complain about. It was a fantastic episode when it comes to story and dialogue. Like, not much action, but it was very well put together. See, look at this meme. The lesser being presumed dead, which would have saved me from humiliation, just texting me this. I lived bit. That is funny. I forgot what he does. That's jokes as well. Lord Chair. I need to show the chair with the Aizen user. That's jokes. But again, I don't remember what Nanana did. I don't remember it being that bad, so we shall see. So storyboard is Takumi Ichikawa. Apparently this person, this animator, helped with Dungeon Meshi episode 2. I've not watched this. So maybe you guys, whoever has watched it, can let me know down in the comments below if he's good for storyboard, if he's good at pacing the story and putting an episode together. Grimmjow is going to make an appearance. He has to. I'm sure he is going to be showing himself this episode. This looks a bit different to how he looks in the first trailer. I'll show you guys the first trailer actually. So these shots may show in this episode. So we got Nell, we got Ruruka, then we got Yukio. And of course, you got my boy Grimmjow, and look, he looks a bit different here, like the green hue. This is where he comes out of the Precipice world, or the Giganta. Are we going to see that classic Aranka Giganta opening and sound effect? That'll be sick. The green effects makes a lot of sense because I remember in episode 2 of THOUSANDYEarbloodwar season 1, when Urahara, Ichigo, Chad, and basically the gang was going through the Precipice world, it had this particular look and color tone. Guys smirking, bro. So these reaction must be the black goo again from the trailer. This is a 10 months old trailer. Even Rukia, ooh, all this pressure. Is this Aizen Ryatsu? Then we got this Aizen shot again. So there's going to be more Aizen scenes. So more scenes from the trailer we're going to see in this coming episode. And this shot of Aizen looks so sick. We're going to see this as well. So we're going to actually see most of the stuff that we haven't seen yet in the trailers finally in anime. So I think after this week is new territory, everything we haven't seen at all in the trailers. I love what they did with the eye patch as well, when the close-up shot, so we can actually see the dents, the indentation of his eye socket. I think that's a very cool touch. That was not in the manga. But Aizen's gonna look amazing, man. I can't wait. God damn, he looks crazy. That's wallpaper worthy. Aizen is appearing on episode 5 of Cour 3. Aizen's former captain of Squad 5. Kubology, exactly. Peak Kubology right there. Yeah, this is the shot I was on about with Nanana. Look, it's 1-to-1. It's so weird how the manga, everyone thought it was gonna be like blue sky. Such a difference in tone by changing the color of the sky. But look, Aizen looked like he startled a bit. Something happened to him. I forgot what Nanana does. But again, I don't think it was that deep. I think Aizen fans need to calm down. I'm an Aizen fan myself. I'm one of the biggest Aizen glazer, but I don't think it was that bad. It would be nice if the ridiculous scenario that belittled Aizen was removed. I swear the Aizen fandom is going to talk about this scene more than anything in the episode. Hopefully that's not the case. Yeah, even people online, they're saying they don't like the scene. They're saying they should get taken out, and they don't like how Nanana was able to even touch Aizen. But let's see, with anime editions, maybe they'll change it up. Because I don't think people are convinced with Nanana. They're saying he should not be getting close to Aizen whatsoever. The guy's weak. But we believe he is weak. Especially Yamo. Yamo was able to like one-shot him for a second. I know Nanana, he didn't go into vault standing, so maybe it'll be different. But I swear he went vault standing against Ichigo when Ichigo came down from the Soul Palace. And Ichigo was fighting like 5 people, or I don't know how many people, 8 people once. So this guy should not land the attack or be able to touch Aizen. But we shall see. Let's hope the anime changes up a bit. So Rina Suzuki worked on episode 6 and Key animated on the opening and 6 episodes of Cour 1. Hiroshi Natsuki, on the other hand, worked on the Meteor sequence in Pacifist Grammy. Oh, that meteor sequence was very good. That was one of the best parts in that fight. When it went black and white, when it showed young Kapachi just before he slashed down on the meteor. Even the meteor itself, it looks very good, well animated. But I think that's about it. There's not much more with the early previews, not much more we can gain from it. We don't have a full animated stuff either, or key animated stuff. But we're not getting spoiled or leaked like we normally do with exclusive scenes, like anime original scenes. Like every week we've been getting like people saying, oh, we're getting 5 minutes of new exclusive content or anime only scenes in this episode, or 10 minutes or 12 minutes. Ichigovsuryu, that was spoiled already. People said it's gonna be 12 minutes of new scenes, but this week there's nothing of that. So I don't know if we're getting new content, new anime only scenes or not. But if we do, this is what's good about it. Like this animator himself or herself, but Yuki Sato was given complete freedom to animate her cuts. Okay, so is she, including her storyboard. If this is true, then Period would potentially invite very ambitious animators without limiting them in any way. But this is only possible in new scenes, I guess. Yeah, I think it is. I think animators would like to be on board to animate Bleach more, if they have more leeway, more liberty to do what they want with anime only scenes, especially because there's not much source material. Because I think the Kubo does help to do some drawing boards, give some drawing sheets or some ideas, but animes can go bonkers where they can do what they want with it, with the amount Kubo has given to them. So that's a good thing about anime only scenes or original scenes, is that it would encourage more animes to hop on board Bleach and get even better animation. But that wraps up the early previews of Bleach episode 31 for this weekend. It's gonna leave it with this one majestic, glorious looking shot of Aizen Sosuke, or Sosuke Aizen, with his best friend Chair-sama. So I'll catch you guys on the episode reaction. See ya.
やれやれだぜ。